Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Open house, 12 o'clock Fridays. Benny Higgins, Brock Harcourt's Financial Services, welcome.
Morning, Gregs.
Pleasure to see you, Ben.
You too, Greg.
Got that one over and done with. Now, just before we get into why you should be a broker, I want to know about interest rates, Higgy, because you've just said off air that you think they might go up next month. How come?
Yeah, look at, I don't know how come really, but I just got that feeling. I think it's going to go up.
Put a bit of
Greg
science
said, it was
behind
probably
it, Greg.
I reckon the little bit of econometric science
Way
to
you
it
go.
is I'm hearing that the inflation rate for the quarter is upwards of 0.9, almost 1%, and if that's for the quarter, they'll extrapolate that over the whole year. The Reserve Bank wants it somewhere between 2.5% and 3%. We're outside that range. They're going to have to do something, and that's despite the fact that I keep on hearing anecdotal evidence that retail sales are down and all of those sorts of things.
Hoteliers are struggling, God bless them.
Something's going on out there, but I really hope that they don't increase interest rates, because that has an enormous impact on my membership, being a real estate agent. So, despite the fact that people's disposable income decreases enormously, so it'll be interesting.
Just on that, election coming up, our market's just sound, and around the country, I think it's coming off a little bit in Queensland,
Yes.
coming off a little bit in New South and Victoria, so three of the biggest markets, the real estate market's coming off. Retail, Peter Pedler said something interesting. The big boys still going okay, but a lot of the smaller retailers are struggling. It could really start to hurt our industry, I reckon, Greg. So if she goes up by 0.25 this month, and we've always said there'll be another one before the end of the year, it really could start to hurt.
And look, I'm tired of the various politicians and even the Reserve Bank saying we're coming off a very low base in terms of they're still historically low. You can say that as a throwaway line, but it still hurts the person in the street. And I just hope some sense and sensibility prevails, and that they don't pull the trigger to go upwards too fast.
One key word, election.
Absolutely.
I'd be extraordinarily surprised if they allowed it.
Absolutely.
But anyway, let's see what happens.
That's right.
I think also, I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when I was last on the show about even if the rates don't go up, there's a chance that the banks are going to put it up anyway.
That's right.
So I think at some stage we're going to get hit.
That's right.
With it, which is unfortunate. And we'll certainly
interesting.
hit everyone a bit harder. But looks, indications are that the majors are thinking
Well,
about
I've got three daughters, Higgy, and I reckon I'm about to put my first one on the market. just to hang on to the house, mate.
Just to get rid of one to keep the rest. Fair enough.
I'm not sure which one yet. We'll see how we go. Ben, your industry, how's it going? How's the broking business going?
Oh, look, we're going through some changes, no doubt, with the new legislation and now having to be registered as a credit provider, and that sort of has implications, I suppose, for the whole industry, but positive ones.
Right, talk us through.
Certainly will, I think, weed out some other non-performers or the part-timers.
It'll improve the quality.
And the quality as well, definitely. I think the Cowboys, as you say, are, won't like what the new regulations are providing. I mean, you've got to be a lot more thorough with what you're presenting to your clients, and I think that's might weed out a few of the bad ones, which is a good thing, no doubt about it. So that's a lot of change that we're all getting our head around, and but there's great opportunities as well. Like as the bad ones come out and becomes more professional, it's about attracting more professional people and more opportunities there.
So you're looking for more mortgage brokers in your field at the moment?
Yeah, certainly are. Yes, we're certainly on the lookout.
What
we want to grow our
type of
business.
person, Ben?
Look, I think you certainly have to be self-motivated. You've got to be pretty keen to get in and run your own business effectively. So you've got to be goal-driven in that way. But also because it's we're connected to a real estate company, you've got to be a people person. You've got to be able to build relationships with your referring network and really show and promote yourself and your services to referring partners as well as your clients.
The synergies between your industry and our industry are really close, aren't they? So everything
definitely.
that you just mentioned then make a really good real estate agent.
That's right. That's right. And the real estate transaction, I mean, selling the home, financing the home, it's all part of the full spectrum. So unless you're a people person, don't bother replying, I think is what you're saying.
I think that's probably a given, yes.
Fair enough.
Ben, how would people contact you?
You can either email me at ben.higgins@brockharcourts.com.au or on mobile 042 111 9033. But we're certainly looking for it. Obviously, we'd love to have an experienced broker, but that's not essential. You know, we've got options for either a personal assistant to build into a loan writing role as with a sort of a mentor sort of setup. So there's certainly a few options that we're looking at, and we're a growing business, so we're really looking for someone to want to grow their business with us.
Fantastic.
Right.
Just from an outsider looking in, the benefits of working for Ben would be a really good structure. You've got a really good reputation working under the Brock Harcourt's banner. Flexible hours. I mean,
No doubt.
see dear old Willie Chapman strolling in and out of the office at his leisure, still doing extraordinarily well.
Yeah.
And you can make some really, really good money. Simple as that. So a bit like real estate. Work hard, good money.
There's no cap on it. It's
No.
how much you want to put in
That's right.
will determine how much you earn.
Just before you do go, and we're running out of time, we spoke about legislation. How have you found the legislation sort of updates? And you know, we've been going through periods of change now for 2 or 3 years. Do you think what Ben said about, we'll call them cowboys, out of the industry? Have you seen fewer complaints come across your desk in the REI? Has it started to sort out? Are we getting a better quality of agent out there?
I think we are. I think we are. And obviously, my organisation, the Real Estate Institute of South Australia, is about quality of membership. And quite frankly, I don't want the cowboys in my organisation. And we're very strong on that. We have systems and processes in place. Our legislation changed 2 years ago, and I'm sure that there will be some more changes coming through. And I think that will sort, the wheat from the chaff, so to speak.
Yeah, good one.
doubt.
Good luck with that, Ben.
Thank you, Greg.
Money Matters, Ben Higgins, Brock Harcourt's Financial Services, doing a really, really good job. And hey, real opportunity. So give Ben a call if you're at all interested. We're moving on to online with the most beautiful Kelly Nestor. Fantastic interview with the young lady, going through how she started, what she's got planned for once she's a mum, whether she's coming back to the golden screens. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope sit back and enjoy interview with Kelly Nestor.